So would you rather grieve alone or move on with someone? So who wants to answer this? Nothing? Class? Oh, Mr. Nico, Julia.
I'd rather move on with someone, sir,
Okay, so why? Please explain.
because I think it's more um kanang mas makahelp ka sa imong self if there's someone who's with you in your journey of moving on.
Okay, very good. So I think everyone can relate to that in some point of their life. So let's move on to another, the last one. Would you rather live in shame or live in boldness? So anyone? So Miss Joy, can you answer, Miss Joy? So Miss L, how would you answer this?
Good afternoon, sir. I would rather live in boldness kay I think para sa ako anyone should not live in shame kay marag if mag-live sila sa shame kay marag miserable na kayo ilang life.
Okay, very good. That all of your answers are valid, no? So this is only for like an open forum in our for our class today. So next, our objective for today is the learners are able to analyze literary texts and expressions of individual communal within. Okay, so activity. So we will be having a film showing about a certain literary text. Okay, so now we will watch the movie. Matunggan ba ninyo?
Dili,
Walang
sir.
audio.
Oo, dam. Oo, ma'am. Video was all about Ruth. So Ruth is a in-law of Naomi. So Naomi and she has a two sons. So they were married to two women, both Ruth and Orpah. So when the Moab was in famine, the two sons of Naomi died. So Naomi decided to go to Bethlehem to return to her homeland. So both of her um, in-laws were very saddened about this. So they wanted uh, to go with their Naomi. So the other one, Orpah, wanted to stay, while Ruth want to go with Naomi in Bethlehem. As they as Naomi and Ruth go to Bethlehem, Naomi told Ruth about their God, their prophet, Moses, and everything about their religion. So Ruth were very excited to go to Bethlehem. So now they were in Bethlehem. They lived there, and Ruth realized that she was being a drag pabugat ra siya, so she wants to help her mother-in-law Naomi. So they she helped harvest the crops there in Bethlehem, and there was a man named Boaz who caught his attention. So Boaz um, attracted to Ruth, and Boaz was also a long relative of Naomi. So they were both um, happy to know about it. So they okay. So that's all. They get married and happily ever after. So now that was but the overall of the story. So now I want to question you. Who were the characters in the story? Anyone? Who were the characters in a book of Ruth? Who were the characters in the story? Okay, Miss Joy.
The characters in the story are Ruth, Naomi, and Boaz.
I can hear you, Miss Joy. Can you repeat what you said?
Can you hear me, sir?
Okay, very good, Miss Joy. Okay, very good. So now, what have you observed in the given story? Anyone?
Sir, nawala ka.
So that's what makes a engaging to and enjoyable to read a story, di ba? So now we will we will be tackling about uh, elements of contribute to a making a good story, no? So compelling character. So character, every story has a character. So dili man dyan naman yung mahimo o wala kay characters mo story. So engaging plot. Hmm? Engaging plot, setting, or atmosphere. And lastly, conflict. What drives the story and makes it interesting. No, so para natin ma-learn about it. Okay, so now let's move on. So conflict in literature refers to the struggle or clash between opposing forces, ideas, or a character. So in basically it provides us the 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 clash between good and evil. So we could advance in the story making. So we could so that the character can grow and change for better or for worse. Okay, so we have here author that said that uh, conflict is the human heart in conflict with itself. It's the only thing worth writing about. So everyone in our hearts we have the experience no. So when we are hurt, we have different response to it in fun how we would take this problem or how we will move on. So that's how the story fun that's how a story move. It is about the struggles of you struggles of your mind and the struggles of in the physical world. So, so secondly, another author, the stories we love best do live in us forever. So whether you come back by page or by the big screen, Hogwarts will always be there to welcome you home. So it's not explicitly about conflict, but it is about every story has the experience what the author has experienced in their life now, so it reflects to them what they are feeling, what they are currently felt about their struggles in life. So that's how conflicts um, advances in is how conflict advance the story to move the character and make a change. Okay, so there are conflicts can typically categorized in several main types. So conflicts has different types, no? So there are character versus self. This type of conflict involves character struggling with inner turmoil, doubts, or moral dilemmas. So, diri pa lang no sa moral dilemmas, it is already a conflict. For example, sa mga literature nato, pareha sa Sherlock Holmes where it is all about evidence and morality. So what is this is all about what is going on inside of a if I in the human heart and mind. Second, character versus character. this is very self-explanatory, no? So character versus character conflicts occur when a story protagonist ag- faces off against another character. So we can relate it to our lives, no? So like for example, marites sa tuwang mga neighbor no na dili ganahan nato. So there are also character versus character conflict. If you are in the third person perspective, no. So that is character versus character. It is simple. It is na kay rival ana. So next, character character versus society. Here the conflict arises from character struggle against societal norms. So if not, this is all about hatag na for example ani is uh, the literature about uh, results, no, results work, the El Pili and No Limit Tangere. And there are explicit he he are explicitly kan siya ba kanang i-emphasize jud ang societal norms sa Spanish era, which result and contradicts because it's different naman. They are very um um Filipino are being discriminated and all. So, mauna siya, the character may challenge cultural values, laws, or social conventions. So, mga societal norms na dili na ganahan, di ba? So, that is character versus society. Character versus nature. This is also simple one. A character battling a forced nature, such as animal, illness, or natural disaster. Is said to be engaged in kind of external combat. So, external combat imong kontra is nature. So example of this are um have you heard about the movie Life of Pi where man was aboard to a small boat with a tiger. So so there are kanang he is struggling in that both together with the force of nature, no, the animal, the tiger, the sea, the weather, and all. So that is character versus nature. So so since we already know about what is conflict, we will be having activity. So since we cannot group each other, no, so it is very limited. It is very limited to sa kuha. Limited na kang tools. So each group will be given different tasks and be able to present their task in front of the class. So pan lang, open cam. You may open cam, explain what you want to explain. So if you want to explain. So I will provide you the choices you can make. Okay, so this is write a song that showcases the conflict of character versus nature, or create a poem that showcases the conflict of character versus society, or act out a brief play that emphasizes the conflict character versus self. So you can openly um, be creative, no, sa inani nga kuan. But just to remind you, I will need you to um, open your cam so I can also see your only 5 minutes. Starts na ron. Pili lang ka. Choose only one of the three out of the three choices. Hmm?
5 minutes. 3:24.
Oh, individual. This is individual, since we cannot group each other, so we will do it.
Sir.
Uh, you will do it
Sir,
in individual
manganto
lang,
kami, sir.
individually. I will just
Sir,
choose.
Gusto na ko question.
sir, makanta mi, sir.
Yes, because if you
Sir,
will choose
Yabang
the
ang sa
right
pom,
song,
sir.
sir, if sa pom ba, kanang need siya i-recite
ah,
orally or i-comment lang if pom sa
i-recite lang.
one
I-recite lang.
stanza.
I will only
Sige.
choose two lang, pero all of you kuan lang i-submit lang na nako pag umanan kanan. Okay? So, are you done?
Sir, pwede ra existed nga kanang kanta, sir. Kanang exist, kanang ga-exist na daan mga kuan ba. Pero kan
I-
siya nga with traveling with a companion against sa kuan hurdles of life or nature, yay.
You can you can only inspire sa imong kuan gusto nga kanta, but I want you to create your own judge. Okay?
Okay, sir.
So you can also learn about the lesson we have today, di ba?
Sir, mukanta
Okay.
po ka, sir. Sir, mukanta po ka.
This is already the activity.
Sir, mukanta po ka, sir.
Ikaw,
Sir,
Gilbert.
kanta. Sir, kanta po, sir. Kaya para ma-inspire po mi, sir ba?
Okay, so are you done na, class?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Oh, I will only choose three lang ha. So since our time is limited, so who wants to go first? I will just choose them. Okay, so Miss Chari, can you please present your work? Oh, please open your cam and show us what you have created. Good afternoon also.
The world is like a stage. It is not easy to manage. All the people around you, they can see right through you. We can change the ways of society if we act and state intentions clearly. Join me as I stand my ground and live your life safe and sound.
Very good. That was excellent, no? Very excellent. What unsa gani mong it great. Okay, poem, no? So it was very systematic, no? So it was very
Poetic si Cherry,
very
sir.
pleasing to hear. Okay, so another Miss Mr. Um Pandoro.
Hi, sir.
Okay.
Good afternoon. So we chose character
Okay.
versus society. So this is the poem of our creator. So, in a world full of chaos, it is not our choice to live without discrimination that dictates us in living without help. We live in the same earth. We breathe in the same air. We should love one another. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so it was very ano, lahi ra pud sa kuan lahi ta og kuan kana approach sa atoang kuan answers di ba kay Charlie lain pud to yan kuan it is about kuan self yun and ka kuan kang Mr. Pandora's sa lain kon. So lastly, so kinsa man si Miss L. Miss L, can you present your work? Okay ra og magbalik-balik ha? Okay ra.
Sir,
Goods ra
hala,
jud kayo.
wala. Kanta labi to sir, katong giingon ako nga existing kuan sir. With companion existing music sir.
Oh, sige na lang, sige. Kay since ganahan mo jud ka, sige, I will support you to that. Okay? So please open your count.
Kita ra ko everyone.
Yes.
Akay na, ayaw mo kwan sa ko ka na. One, two, three. With Christ in my vessel, I can smile at the storm. Smile at the storm. Smile at the storm. With Christ in my vessel, I can smile at the storm. And sailing guides me home. Sailing,
Oh,
sailing home. Sailing, sailing home. With Christ in my vessel. And my vessel, I can smile at the storm, and sailing guides me home.
okay, a round of applause, Miss L. I
Thank you
was
guys,
also
thank you
impressed, no?
guys.
So I was also very smiling. Okay, so now this we can we can we can go to another our reflection sa atong lesson. So question. So why is conflict an important element in literary text? Anyone? Oh, Miss Chari.
Uh, Conflict is an important element in a literary text so that the characters will we will see how the characters develop throughout the story with the challenges that they may face in their conflict.
Very good. So it is about to develop the characters so they will change throughout the story and make it interesting, di ba? So that is very viable. So when an author describes a setting, how can it create tension or conflict in the story? Explain using an example. Anyone? Mary Joy. Miss Mary Joy, can you answer, please?
Sir, I can hear your question clearly.
Okay, so when an author describe a setting, how can it create tension or conflict in the story? Explain using an example.
For me, sir, the setting creates conflict between the character in the story because the setting is the place wherein where the action takes place. That's all, sir.
Okay, very good. No, so it's about it relates to the settings also, not just like the example gonna like by the settings were in the middle of the ocean. So it also tends up the relationship between the man and nature. So this very good answer. Okay. So why do you think authors often use conflict to tell stories? How does conflict help us understand ourselves and the world around us? So anyone? La, Mr. Wilbert Gasula.
Yes, sir. Kuan sir kanang
Okay.
authors use conflict to kuan sir para maka-relate ang audience sir. And also para maka-reflect pud sila sir.
Mm. Okay, very good answer, Mr. Garsola. So let us no evaluation, no test time. So I have provided already a link in the GC about a quiz is for our evaluation. So kindly press the link and go to quiz is and answer the questionnaire there. Okay? No, nasa. I I already sent the Ano? Invalid. Okay, so I will just fix it in the meantime, no? So we will just continue because our time is already limited. So I will just assign you about an assignment. Okay? So we will just go to assignment, no? So assignment will be in a one-fourth crosswise sheet of paper. Write about your own belief and practices in your own culture. So that will be our class, our lesson for today. So this will be passed next meeting. Okay? Do you understand, class?
Yes, sir.
Yes
Okay.
sir.
So that concludes our lesson for today about the uh, elements of a code story that focus in conflicts, of course. That will be all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.